Well, congratulations on Final 3, guys. One more day to go. Yep. Well, a lot of stakes on the line tonight. So, last night's tribal council, Cassandra voted with me. Don't think she really likes me at the moment because she kind of got angry at me at tribal council, but what she's going to do at Final 3. I know it's me versus them, so I need to win immunity. If I don't win, I need Cassandra to win because I think she's more naive than Lexi, and I might be able to convince her to vote for Lexi. So, yeah, I'm nervous because Lexi's been dominating immunity challenges. So I just need to know we're still good. Yep. So it's Georgia. Yeah, Georgia, definitely. Sorry, I voted for Marissa. Georgia tricked me. Yeah, no, that's fine, as long as it's Georgia if one of us win. Cassandra's naivety almost cost us the game, but I'm hoping that I can win immunity, so Georgia gets taken out and then I win this game. And that, at the moment, that's the plan. And hopefully, if Cassandra does happen to win immunity, then she takes me. But, I'm not 100% going to count on that because Cassandra is very naive. Hey, Georgia. Hey, Cassandra. Thank you for voting with me. Yeah, I'm sorry that, I yelled at you last tribal. That's wrong of me. I shouldn't have, burst out like that. It's all good. I forgive you. Even though I'm basically confirmed final 2, which if Lexi or Cassandra win, or if I win, I still need to keep good connections up with Georgia and Lexi, so that's what I'm going to try and do for today before tribal council. So whichever one's on the jury at the end, hopefully I gain their vote. Are you ready to get your final individual immunity challenge? Yep. Okay, for today's challenge, you're going to balance on these narrow platforms. If you fall off, you're out of the challenge. As simple as that. Last person standing wins immunity. Guaranteed a spot in the final 2 and a 50% chance of winning this game. Alright, we'll draw for spots and we'll get started. Okay. Everybody is in position and this challenge is on. All 3 of them looking strong at the moment. But anything can change in an instant. Damn it, Jeff, why balancing? What's wrong? Well, I'm good at holding on to stuff, but balancing is just not my strong point. Well, we'll just have to see. Cassandra looks like she's readjusting. Cassandra moving quite a bit, and she is now somewhat steady for the most part. Oh no. Lexi's starting to fall. Lexi really is trying to get control. And she falls. Lexi is the first person out of this challenge. We are down to 2. Georgia has stayed strong this entire challenge. Can she pull off this victory? Cassandra beginning to struggle again. Cassandra really struggling. Cassandra right on the edge of falling. And Georgia falls out of nowhere. Cassandra wins immunity and has a 50% chance of winning this game. Congratulations. Winning is terrific. This could help me potentially win the game. I've got this on my side, and a lot of the tribal councils up to the one we're about to go to, I was playing the middle, and tonight I get to make a big move. Be sure I'm going to go with Georgia, which would be a big move because Georgia's a good player, so I could use that to my advantage going into day 39 in front of the jury. So, we're good with Georgia? Yeah, I'm gonna vote for her anyway. I'm pretty sure, I'll just go up to her and tell her I'm gonna vote for you just to give her false hope, you know what I mean? Yep, okay, Georgia it is. Final 2 right here. Yeah, let's go. I'm not gonna lie. I know I'm good at balancing challenges. I kind of just sit there to try and give Georgia false hope and stuff. But in the end, I slipped up, and when I fell off, I was like, oh no, Cassandra's got it. But Georgia slipped up as well, which was lucky for me, and hopefully tonight, Cassandra naivety moves out the way, and we are in the final 2, and I will beat her probably hands down. So, Yeah, everything's sitting pretty for me at the moment. Hey, Georgia. Hey, Cassandra. I wanted to talk to you. Yeah? So, I think you should really consider voting out Lexi. And, well, think about it. Lexi has made a few big moves. She's been in the middle, like you. People like her a lot, but she made a move against Rob, and she's been really dominant in challenges. If you take her, she's much more likely to beat you. What's the difference with you? Well, I'm weaker. I don't have the same connections with people. I made some big moves, but I also had to burn a lot of people's trust. And so, think about it. I burnt Stephanie's trust. I burnt Gavin's trust. I technically even burnt Marissa's trust because, well, I said I was going to work with her at last night's tribal. And technically, I also kind of burnt Gordon and Jamie's trust because I was with them at one point. So, you could potentially gain 5 votes, and that would be enough to win. Okay. The funny thing about that is I wasn't technically lying. I mean, I don't know where Stephanie, Gordon, and Jamie sit. They could want to vote for Cassandra if I'm in there in the final 2 against her, because I did burn them. I gave them trust and then voted them out. And then I think I've got Gavin's vote and Rob's vote, and I know for a fact Marissa won't vote for Cassandra, and then Lexi's probably going to get Cassandra's vote, so technically I'm in the hot seat. But I mean, if Cassandra votes out Lexi, then I could potentially get Lexi's vote, so I'm kind of telling the half lie. Like, I'm not saying she's going to get 5 votes, but at the same time, I potentially might not get 4 votes. See, the way I see it, Georgia technically isn't telling a lie, but she's probably not telling the truth either. I'm kind of concerned with Georgia because I know how much of a good player she is. Well, Lexi, on the other hand, everything Georgia said about Lexi is true, and she potentially could beat me. So tonight is not about who I really want to take to the final 2 as friends. It's about who I think I can beat, because at the end of the day, I still want to win this game. Welcome, the 3 of you, to Tribal Council. First things first, we'll bring in the members of our jury. Stephanie, Gordon, Jamie, Gavin, Rob, and Marissa, voted out at last night's Tribal Council. Cassandra, how much pressure is on your shoulders tonight? Yeah, massive pressure. I mean, like, they've both told me 2 different things, and if I make the wrong decision, that could potentially cost me the game. Lexi, watching last season, do you think Cassandra has a lot of pressure on your shoulders? I mean, yeah, she just explained it perfectly, and honestly, yeah, basically she just explained it perfectly, but hopefully she makes the right decision tonight. Georgia, are you nervous? Yep, this is the most nervous I've been all game, because it's not a collective group decision, it's one person. And I reckon there's more pressure on Cassandra than there is on me, but I'm in the hot seat right now, not really her. Okay, with that, Cassandra, it is time to vote. You're up. I honestly thought this decision would be easier, but all I have to say is sorry. Tally the vote. Person with their name on this piece of paper will miss out on a chance in our final 2. I will read the vote. 14th person voted out and the 7th and final member of our jury. Lexi, that's 1 vote, and that is enough. Come bring me your torch. Lexi, I think it's more appropriate to say tonight, Cassandra has spoken. Time for you to go. Congratulations. You've made it as far as you can in this game. Tomorrow you face the jury. 7 people that you had a hand in voting out will now decide your fate in this game. Get some sleep, rest up on what you think you're going to say, grab your torches, head back to camp. Good night. Well, man, this just straight up sucks. But I'm going to try not be bitter about it. Honestly, going into tomorrow night, I have no idea who I'm going to vote for. I'm not even going to ask any questions. I'm just going to make some statements. So be prepared for that, because, yeah. Here it is, day 39. Yeah, you excited for tonight? Excited? Nervous? any kind of emotion you can think of. Probably not angry or sad though, so yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. Well, here I am, final 2, and I'm nervous and regretful from the decision I made last night, but you know, I can't do anything about it now. I can't do anything more in this game to help me win, so all I have to do is go into tribal council, be able to sway the jury in my favour, which honestly, I've said this a few times, I think I can do. I am a debater, I am an influencer, I'm pretty good at it, and hopefully I can pull this victory off. I can simply not believe Cassandra did that. That's got to be my move of the season. I managed to influence the vote that I had no power over it at all. So, going into tribal, I think I may have the upper hand, but what's going to be hard for me tonight is convincing the people I burnt along the way to vote for me. And if I can do that, I honestly think I could clean sweep the jury. You two for making it this far. This is it. Final tribal council. First things first, we'll bring in the members of our jury. Stephanie, Gordon, Jamie, Gavin, Rob, Marissa, and Lexi voted out at last night's tribal council. So, one by one, these 7 jury members will come up and ask you statements or questions, and you will answer them. You will then have a closing statement at the end, and then these guys will vote. That's how it will be. Right, we'll start with Stephanie. Stephanie, you're up. For Georgia tonight, what was the strategic thinking behind my elimination? Well, it was simply because I wanted to make a big move, and I kind of looked upon you as kind of a big threat. You had some good qualities that could have won you the game, and you weren't really benefiting my game at all, so that's why I did it. Okay, thank you, I'm not voting you. Well, that's just bitter. Yeah, well, too bad. Gordon, you're up next. I consider myself a hero. What was the most heroic thing you've done all game? Georgia, we'll start with you. My most heroic thing was probably working with a lot of people and considering my options and trying to have good connections. Obviously, I probably didn't have the best heroic game out there, but I still considered people's opinions sometimes. I mean, like, I asked Cassandra and Lexi if we should vote out Gavin. I didn't take full control over that, and they said, let's just wait on for another tribal council, which we did, and then we voted them out. In the end, Cassandra and Lexi didn't work with me, which I'm fine with, but, you know, I never really got annoyed with anybody's moves or anything, and that's why I think I had an okay heroic game. What about you, Cassandra? Well, I came in this game wanting to make good relationships, and maybe there's some people I didn't make the best relationships with, but I tried my best to make good relationships with everybody. Okay, thank you. Good luck, by the way. Thanks, Gordon. Okay, Jamie, you're up next. So, honestly, I would really like to know what was the biggest move you two made. Georgia, we'll start with you. So my biggest move I made, well, I have many. I want to say Stephanie's vote out, or Gavin's vote out, or just being able to convince Cassandra to vote with me to get rid of Marissa. But honestly, it'd be the Georgia boot. And I know Cassandra had full control over it, but I told her to do it, and I had basically control over an elimination I didn't basically have any control over. But otherwise, technically, I'd say Gavin as well, because he was probably going to win the game at that point, so I had to chop him at final 6, and I did that. So those two moves are kind of even to each other. What about you, Cassandra? Well, I'd say most of my eliminations were me being in the middle with Lexi, so honestly, I'm going to go with voting out Lexi at final 2, and you may think that Georgia could have convinced me to do it, but honestly, when Georgia told me it, I wasn't quite sure, and I went with my gut and voted out Lexi, and I knew she was a good player, so I take that as a big move on my part. Okay, thank you. I just really wanted to know. I already know who I'm going to vote for now, so thank you. Gavin, you're up next. So in this game, you have to be a pretty good mind reader. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. What number is it, Georgia? 6. Cassandra? 2? Okay, thank you. I know who I'm going to vote for. Not from the question I asked, I already knew. I just wanted to know if you get the number right, to be honest. Rob, you're up next. I'm pretty sure me asking a question would be a complete waste of time, so tonight I'm voting for Georgia. Nothing against you, Cassandra. Simply, Georgia just had the better game, and well, quite frankly, I didn't really get to know you very well, Cassandra. Good luck to the both of you, and I don't really care who wins, but especially good luck to you, Georgia. Thanks, man. Okay, Marissa, you're up next. Cassandra, I'm just going to congratulate you on the move you made to get rid of me, even though it wasn't you. You technically got my comeuppance, and you enforced it, basically. I'm not voting for you tonight, because frankly, I still don't like you, so yeah, good luck in the final two. Okay. Lexi, you're up last. So, I've only got some statements to say. Georgia, yeah? In this game, you burnt a lot of people, you lied to a lot of people, and you weren't the strongest person. You made good connections with a few people, including me, and honestly, you played a much better game than Cassandra. But you lying to people is definitely out of the characteristics I like to do. So, that may differ between you and me, which could hurt you in the end when trying to get my vote. And Cassandra, yep, me and you are good friends. And maybe that's the reason why I vote for you tonight, but your naivety got in the way of your game, and therefore you played probably worse than Georgia, but you had good connections with people and you played stronger in the physical aspect. Both of you had bad qualities and good qualities, and I already know who I'm going to vote for, but I'm just going to say it to the jury now. Vote for the person who has the best qualities to their name, not the worst. Before we get to the vote, would any of the final two like to make some closing statements? I would. So, to the jury members, I have a feeling that I know I lied and burned a few of you guys, but that's all in the game. I don't want you guys to be bitter. I don't think you should focus on that. You should vote for the person who played the best game. And if that happens to be Cassandra, then I can forgive you, but if you vote purely out of bitterness, then I will never forgive you. Cassandra, you may look at me and think she doesn't deserve to win. She didn't play a good strategic game or just a good game overall. But I wanted to come into this game and make genuine connections with lots of you, and I think I did that. I got into a point where I was the middle, and in almost every tribal council, through basically the middle of the merge, I knew who was going home because I had the sole vote. Me and Lexi had that vote. So I think you should vote for me because even though you probably didn't see me make moves, I still knew who was going home in most tribal councils. Okay, with that, it is time to vote. Stephanie, you'll start us off. Cassandra, honestly, I thought I was actually going to vote for Georgia because she answered my question better, but your final statement won me over. Congratulations, hope you get 3 more votes. Georgia? Oh, it's one thing to win with good connections and good social skills. It's another to win by being a villain and not winning any immunity challenges. And honestly, what am I even saying? You definitely played the better game than Cassandra. This is the hardest vote all season for me. I will tally the votes. Remember, you want to see your name come up on one of these pieces of parchment paper. These are votes for a winner. For the last time this season, I'll read the votes. First vote, Georgia. Second vote, Cassandra. That's 1 vote Georgia, 1 vote Cassandra. Third vote, Cassandra. That's 2 votes Cassandra, 1 vote Georgia, 4 votes left. Fourth vote, Georgia. That's 2 votes Georgia, 2 votes Cassandra. Fifth vote, Georgia. That's 3 votes Georgia, 2 votes Cassandra, 2 votes left. Georgia needs 1 to win. Sixth vote, Cassandra. That's 3 votes Cassandra, 3 votes Georgia, 1 vote left. Seventh vote, and the winner of Survivor Solomon Islands, Georgia. Georgia, congratulations. Well, I'm shocked, but mainly because how close the vote was.
I mean, regardless, I knew I was going to win. I simply just played a better game than Cassandra, and, well, I was still a little bit shocked about how close it was. I expected to maybe clean sweep the jury, but, you know, I'm not angry because I won the game.
It's amazing feeling to be $1 million richer. I take my hat off to my competitors, and especially Cassandra. She did have a really good final tribal council, and this is just an amazing feeling. Well, congratulations to Georgia, and I'm going to give a congratulations to you for surviving this season. 2 seasons done, a 3rd season is on its way. If you check the community post, I can confirm it on there. And honestly, I hope season 3 comes out quicker than this season did. I mean, I had that big thing postponing this season, like after Gordon's vote out, and hopefully that doesn't happen again in season 3. Hopefully not. And I'll see you next time.